Hey, Ram fans, we're here with Coach Rusty Bradley. Coach, coming off a good win for the program, one that you challenged your team the week before, excuse me, after the win versus Stone Memorial, and the team responded versus South Doyle.
It was incredible just to watch them accept the challenge of going out and playing a team that was going to be a tough opponent, especially after what happened to us last year when we played them, to lose 61-7, and to challenge our kids to come out and just compete and lay it all on the line. And I was so proud of how hard they played and the passion that they played with, the energy that they played with, and just the fight that they showed. And to not back down and just continue to fight the entire game and just to go out and play free and have fun. And to see our guys do that was really a special thing to be a part of.
Just I said it after the game, that just two words came to mind in describing that whole night, was just a focused intensity by the guys.
There was no question, and I saw it all week in practice. I saw it when they came in on Monday, and just the way that they practiced all week. You want your seniors to take charge of the team and take ownership and lead, and they've just taken over the team. And I'm not having to do a lot as far as trying to push the kids and get them ready to play. Our seniors have just taken over and taken care of that, and they've done a phenomenal job, and just that was just a testament to them and their leadership, and they're getting the guys ready to play.
And you had it on social media after the game. Buried a football. Tell the Ram faithful what that's all about, what the story is behind that.
I did that. I did that at least one time at CAK after a big win, and then I did it at USJ after a tough loss. And I thought it was important to do something to get our guys' attention about the fact that we needed to move on. And, everybody was so excited at school and in the church and talking to us on Friday. And there was just such an excitement with everybody. I didn't want complacency to set in. And so I took a game ball and wrote the score from last Thursday and wrote the date on it. And then our JV guys were at a JV game. So the varsity guys that were at practice, I had them just sign the ball. And I'd already dug a hole out around the field. And before we started practice on Monday, we went out and we buried the ball. And that was just symbolic of the fact that, last Thursday was a big win. And obviously it was an exciting time. But I wanted our guys to realize, number one, that was a blessing from God. That wasn't of our doing. Our guys played hard and they played with passion, and I was proud of that. But it was a blessing from God. And I want our guys to remember, and I quoted 1 Peter 5:5, that God opposes the proud and gives grace to the humble. And I wanted our guys to realize that pride can't set in, that we've got to stay humble, realize that last Thursday was a blessing from God. And so we took the ball and we buried it, just to be symbolic of the fact that it's time for us to move on. And last Thursday was special, but we've got bigger goals ahead, and we've got other things that we want to do. And we didn't work all off season to beat a 5A school in our second game and then stop. And I want our guys to refocus and to move on. And so we said at that point, we're burying the ball and we're moving on, and we're not going to talk about it anymore. We're not going to relax. We're just going to put on more steam. And our guys have done that this week. I've been really proud of their focus this week in practice.
And moving on this week, picked up a game with Lakeway Christian, new school up in White Pine, one that not many people might know about, but after tonight, we're going to get to see those unbelievable facilities that they've built. And Coach, talk to us a little bit about the lines at Lakeway.
They're going to be a good program, and obviously it's a beautiful campus and a great school, and they've got great facilities. And Coach Jones actually was at the Masters Academy down in Florida, and in 2015, my last year at CAK, he and one of his assistant coaches came up and visited and spent a couple of days during the season after their season was done, because they were trying to just grow and develop their program. They were in the beginning stages of having football down there. And he built them into a very successful program. They ended up winning a couple of state championships, I believe, in their classification. And so he knows how to develop kids and how to build a program. And so they're going to get that program going really, really fast. I honestly believe that. And they're going to be fundamentally sound. They're going to play hard. And I think they are going to be very, very successful. And they're in the beginning stages of that. Last week was their first varsity game ever. And so they've got a lot of freshmen and sophomores, young kids that play. But what you see on film is a program that's at the beginning stages. They've got some good young talent that's going to come out and play hard. And we're kind of, I think, a program that they're looking at as to this. We're kind of what they want to hopefully become at some point. And so we're going to get their best shot, and they are going to play hard. They've got some good young players, and I know Coach Jones knows how to develop kids and build a program.
And, they're going to take their lumps for a few years here, just starting out, just like we all did. CAK did, Grace did, took some pretty good thumps along the way. But it's all a growing process, like you said, building the program. And I firmly believe, Rusty, that within 5 years, if they continue to get kids the way that they're getting them, and they're doing a great job of that.
Absolutely,
reaching out to the surrounding community, and that's a pretty good sized community there in Hamlin County that they have to pull from. But within 5 years, I believe that they will win a state championship. It's not only in football, but also in basketball as well.
There's no question. I mean, you just watch, you look at last week's game, and the game was a lot closer than the score indicated. And they did some good things against South Green, a team that was 10-2 last year. And so they're going to be good, and they're going to play well, and to have success, I think, very soon. And it's good people up there. And, I know some people that are up there, and it's good people, a good place, and they're doing things the right way. And, I'm excited about going up there, and hopefully our kids can play well and we can match their intensity.
Absolutely. And, speaking of our intensity and upping your game, offensively last week, we saw sophomore Pierce Browning. He kind of had a breakout game. People are focusing on the other side, seems to be on Grant. And now you've got Pierce on the other side. And then you add in Curcio, who we know what he can do, and then the emergence of Michael Human in the other slot. So no longer are you going to be able to focus on one of your four wide receivers. You're going to have to spread it out. That's going to open it up for you.
Absolutely. And, I told Pierce in the 7th grade that he was a clone of Josh Smith that I had at CAK. And physically in the 7th grade, he not just athletically, but physically was a clone of where Josh was. And honestly, he is as a sophomore. Josh wasn't very big as a sophomore, but I knew that was coming out of Pierce. And he's a phenomenal athlete and has really worked hard. He's fearless. He has great ball skills, and he's just stepped right in and filled that void of us losing Jalen from the last 2 years. And, I'm not surprised in the least. I knew that Pierce was capable of doing that. And he definitely allows us to be able to distribute the ball, and people can't just focus on Grant. And Michael, obviously his timing with Cooper, they've played together for so long. And I'm excited about our skill kids. There's no doubt.
Absolutely. And we look forward to seeing what the Rams have, what you guys have put together this week on a short practice week with the retreats going on. But we look forward to seeing that tonight, Coach, as the Rams head up the road to take on the Lions. And we look forward to seeing all that Lakeway has to offer this evening, and look forward to seeing the Rams on the field. Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.